guys. I hope your win was great and you're back at the learning thing, but then you also find some time to get outside, enjoy this beautiful. It looks like it's going to be great. Today, we're going to pick up on where we off our Zoom meeting, talking about circuits. So if you could open page 10 Lavender, I have attached to the Google Classroom, and it this that's on my screen. And grab a notebook or something, or print page out so that you can write on it. And I want you to go through and label your notes 1 through 6, and then say if those circuits will work to light up the bulb. So we just during the Zoom meeting, go ahead and go through this now. So number 1, light up. Number 2, will it light up? Number 3, will it light up? Number 4, 5, and 6. So just say yes or no through that. And then if you'd like to go get materials, I'm going to run through each of these scenarios and we'll see if I can get mine to work with some of these. So what you need is a battery. Size D works pretty great, but if you've got less than that, that might work too, depending on the size of your light bulb. So if you can grab a battery, then you need a light bulb. So you salvage one out of a flat or grab one out of a night. So that would work. And then you can use trooper clips. Let's try my hand at the kit materials. So I've got 2 wires, and we will see if I get each of these. So what you put down for number 1, I'm going to tip the camera down so you can watch what I'm doing here. So what you put down for number 1, yes or no, go ahead and check that prediction. So they've got 1 coming to this node. This is the positive end. And they attach it to the bottom of the light bulb. And then we've got the other one. This is where it gets a little tricky because I can't quite make things happen. So if I put this positive end on the wire there, and then I can attach the bottom to both of these and hold this here. And then I'll try and move my light bulb so you guys can observe. And try and touch the ends. Not enough hands. All right. So will this light up? Okay, I got everything connected, and you can't see my light. If I've got everything connected here, no light is being lit up. So number 1 is a no. Okay. So then let's check out number 2. So number 2, I've got 1 wire connected here. And then I've got this touching the outside casing of the light. And then I put it on top of the battery. That would be a no. Not gonna do it. Okay. Number 3, I've got a wire touching the bottom, the negative side of the battery. And I've got this one touching the positive, and then these are touching the outside casing. Let me see if I can get that arranged such a way. And that would be a no. Not gonna do it. Okay, number 4. We've got, let's see, 1 on the top. I'll just kind of, that's got it touching the top too. All right, let's see if I can do this. 1 on the bottom. I'm gonna bend this just to try and make sure that it's gonna be touching the bottom. So one on the bottom, and then one touching the bottom here. Okay. Casing. Yes! Number 4 is a yes. Excellent. All right, so look how that's hooked up. All right, now we're going to try number 6. So they've got this touching the positive side. And then we have this. Oh, so tricky to try and hold these. Okay. And then I've got the wire. I'm going to have to flatten this. Let's do this. Okay. So touching the positive, touching the outer casing of the light bulb, touching the negative part, and then touching the bottom. Oh shoot, I don't have the top part touching that. Okay. Yes. Okay, that works. As long as I've got the wires all connected. So was my fail on the Zoom meeting. So as number 5, this works. Let's see if I can move my hands so you can kind of see. Okay. And then we're going to try number 6. Using one wire, touching the positive end, and touching the tip of the positive, and then touching the tip of the, I'm off screen, the light. And that's a no. So you guys see if you can get some of these to work. So our yeses were 4 and 5. And did we have 3? That worked? I don't remember. I don't think so. I'm going to try it again. So here, and touching the bottom, and then touching the side, and touching the side, and the top. Okay, so the top, and then 2 sides. Nope. If we adjust that like number 5, that's not going to light up either. Like this. Okay, I've got that and that. Oh, and then my bottom came undone. No, okay. But if I touch the bottom and the side, yeah. Okay, so the bottom and the side, but the side and the side does not work. So 3 is out. So we got 4 and 5 are the 2 working components. Okay, so what I want you to do is copy diagram number 5 into your notes, or if you have the page printed out, you can do your notes right on number 5. And then I want you to follow the energy transfer. So I have number 5 copied here. Let's kind of move that into view in a paint program. And so the first thing I want us to do is follow the energy, right? So it's important to understand that this battery generates energy. And how does it do that? So it's stored potential chemical energy. And so it is a chemical reaction that causes an energy transfer. And so that chemical reaction, when the circuit is closed, the chemical reaction transfers the energy to a different type of energy. So you've got stored potential chemical energy, and then when the circuit is closed, it becomes something different. So first thing I want to do is I want to label this. So I'm going to type up at the top. All right. And so we will label this electric current. All right. And then I will switch over to a brush. And so what we're going to do, red, is it's going to come out of the negative end. Okay, so I'll draw a little negative here. And it is going to go along the wire. Oh, Mrs. Rudd and her drawing skills. Okay, and it is going to touch that part of the light. And then it actually travels up through here and it goes through the filaments. Draw my little arrow there. Ooh, that's not pretty. Okay, and then it travels back to the positive end of the battery. All right, we'll do a plus sign there. Not pretty. Okay, there's my plus sign. So this is the flow of the electric current. And so the energy transfer, when the circuit is complete, it travels through the wires from the battery up to the bulb. And this inside part is called a filament. I'll show you a diagram of that. Back out to this metal casing, and then through this wire back to the battery. And the energy transfer that happens, okay, is because of it goes from potential chemical energy and it flows to the light bulb and it produces light, which is a different type of energy, and heat, which is a different type of energy. So when we think about laws of physics, one of the laws is energy cannot be created or destroyed. And so it just transfers to something different. And so when batteries get drained, that is that chemical energy being transferred into heat and light, and it's going out. All right. So the flow of electricity through the wires, that's called the electric current, which we've signified in red. And where there's electric current, there's energy available to do work. And in this case, it's going to produce that light and that heat. And the electrical circuit is the pathway through which the electric current flows from the D cell, then to the light bulb, and then back to the cell. And the circuit must form a complete pathway, like all the way around, in order for the electricity to move, in order for it to transfer. And we call each individual item in the circuit components. So one component is the D cell, another component is the light bulb, and then two more components are the wires needed. Okay, so we have an electric current, right? I'm going to do a shape, and I'm going to do an arrow, and so we can label our I wonder if I can get it to turn. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I think we will just yeah, we'll just get rid of that. I don't know where that went, but we'll see. All right, so I can just draw with the brush there. Let's try this one. So this is labeling our electric current. All right, and then I also want you to label the components. So we can do this, and so here we have a D-cell battery. And then here we have wire. And here we have a wire. Okay. And then we have a light bulb. So these are the components here. We also have contact points. So contact points show up where the wire touches the battery. So we have a contact point here, and you'll notice this is plastic insulation on the outside of the wire, which we can label in a minute too. Okay, so this one's red. And then the wire is stripped right here so that the metal part is showing. And so this can create a contact point with the negative end of the battery and the positive end of the battery, and also on the metal casing on the outside of the light bulb. And so we have a contact point. Let me just do this here. Oh, let's see. I want to go home. I want to do a little, let's do a triangle, a diamond. Oh, and maybe we can do it in blue. That's fine. So this is a contact point. And this is a contact point. Down here where the metal touches. And then this is a contact point. And this is a contact point. Okay, and then I also want to label with my wire that it's insulated. I'm just going to move that down a smidge. And then I can add here insulated wire as well. Okay, so now that we have those components labeled, okay, we can see the flow goes from negative all the way to positive, okay, and creates the electric current. Now I want to show you the filament. Let's see, inside a light bulb. And I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have any more clear glass light bulbs because we've replaced all of ours with LEDs, which works a little different than what this is. But you can kind of see the continuation of the electric circuit. So we have casing, we have metal casing around here, and then we have wire that connects to the outside of the casing, and it goes up through here to a filament, okay, and then it goes back down to the base wire, okay, and this is where we have the contact points from our metal wire. All right, so if you have a household light bulb that you can see into, you'll be able to see the filament too. And that's how we used to tell if a light bulb was broken, because you could like shake it and hear the filament rattle around. Sometimes when these light bulbs got too hot and worn out, they would snap, they would break. And then you had to replace your light bulb. So that was one way we got to be able to tell what was going on. So take note about when you connect a circuit, and if you try this at home, take note what you connect to what, and make sure that you've got one on the outside of your casing and one on the bottom. I wonder if you can see the filament here. I'm going to try and, no, my camera's not that great. It just won't focus. You can sort of see the metal in there, but not real great. If I put up a solid barrier in the background. Let's try this. Can you see? You can sort of see it there. Yeah, okay. And you got the little casing on the outside and the bottom part, the base wire connecting to the base. Okay, base cylinder with that black part there too. Okay, happy that worked. Now I'm going to send you a reading. Oh no, that's not true. Never mind. We'll do the reading tomorrow. I want to show you one more thing. Go into FOSWEB and close. So you go into FOSWEB, and I've changed your page a little bit. You can still access the other page, but what I want you to do is enter your email for the login. I know before we were doing the MVMS Science, but go ahead and do your first name, last name, Maquoketa Valley, all that stuff. And then the password is the same, Wildcats1, but your email address has changed. And then go ahead and sign in. And then I want you to, if you don't have the actual materials, you can do a simulation. So go to your electromagnetic force. It'll be the only book when you log in under your email. Go to your multimedia, which will be over here on the left-hand side, and you are looking for lighting a bulb. And so this simulation allows you to move wires around and light up a simulated light bulb in case you don't have the materials at home. But I'd like you to try to gather the materials and try and make the light bulb work. So when you do that, if you could take a picture, you could have someone else take a picture, because I bet your hands will be busy, of the bulb lit up and how you did it. Go ahead and do that. And then, so this is a way that you can connect those. So you see the contact point at the positive and on the casing. And then you can do contact point, and then it lights up, and then you can retry it. So you'll notice it won't allow you to do it wrong. The light just won't light up. I wonder if I did. Oh yeah, that lights up too. Okay, so if you have both contact points on the casing, you aren't connecting the circuit up through the filament. So you can play with that and see how that goes, but try it. And then I have a challenge for you. See how many different ways, like can you use more than one paper clip? Can you use one paper clip, two paper clips, 5 paper clips? Can you use a smaller battery? Can you use different metal? Like if you were to make a chain out of tin foil, can you get the light bulb to light up with tin foil? If you have one of those pens that draws, that can draw circuits, that might be kind of fun. Can you get graphite to do it? Like if you made a circuit out of pencil lead, would that work? And then post the pictures in this stream. I'm not going to put this one up as an assignment, but post them there so that other people can see what you're doing. And if they don't have all the materials, they can experience it through you. So have a great day. And I will post again tomorrow. And yeah, give this a try and just play.